Alright lads, this is the GeordieJedi here. Today, Newcastle faced Burnley at home at St James's Park and we fucking drew 3-3. And now don't get me wrong, a point is a point. But Burnley, I mean they played well, really. I mean we did the reverse of what we've been doing recently, which is having, we usually have a shit first half and then not a pretty good second half. No, it was the other fucking way around. And personally, the one thing that really annoys me about this is it was actually Carver's fault. Sort of. I mean, basically, if this was Pardew, I really think he would have won it. That doesn't mean he shouldn't have left. That doesn't mean, that doesn't mean I want him back if he has officially left, which he hasn't officially left yet. We're in a bit of limbo about that one. We're pretty much certain he's gone. We'll just leave it at that. Now the problem I had is in the first half we actually played pretty well. Possession, we had a lot more possession than Burnley in the first half. Seriously, it was entertaining. A little bit like back to Everton, but even more so. We looked entertaining. We passed it around nicely. Sissoko, Riviere and Perez up front, they looked amazing. I mean, the amount of passing, little clever passes between them was brilliant. It set up the goals, really. So what had happened? Right. The game started off with, we were playing intelligently, I would say. We were playing pretty well. Eventually, we end up with a corner taken on the right side, or the left side of their goal. Put in by, I believe, Callback. Goes to Steven Taylor, and he doesn't power it away. He just sort of gives it the direction, because it came in pretty powerfully. He just gave it the direction. It went to the bottom left-hand corner, put away. Steven Taylor, absolutely brilliant. Thrilled for the lad, because he doesn't get many goals, but he does try. He was a little bit like Mike Williamson last season. He was in and around trying to score the goals, but he never quite got there. But he got this goal, absolutely thrilled for the lad. Then, maybe a couple of minutes after, I've no idea. I'll get onto what this means, sort of. Ball goes across to the left, our left back position. Paul Dummett was playing there today as usual. And what he does is he heads it a little bit too powerfully, but Anik just sort of goes forward, and doesn't do anything. He could have stopped that. Even him pouring a hand to it, might have stopped it going in. No? Dummett gets an own goal because Jack Anik fucked up again. This is beginning to get tedious. It really is, because it's not necessarily his fault. He's probably been put into the team a bit too early. He's been forced in by injuries to Rob Elliott and Tim Krul, and hopefully at least one of them's back relatively soon. So, people thought, oh, Tim Krul's injured, we've got Rob Elliott, oh no, fuck, we're going to lose. Well, we ended up with Jack Anik, and it's kind of fucked up even more. It's difficult to blame the lad too much, because he is young, even though he's technically older than me. He is young, but we expect better from somebody who has played 4 games. It's not that he's not match fit, because he's had Premier League games. So why does he do this to us? Then, eventually going down on the right wing, this is after Burnley have been forced to make about 3 substitutions, because unfortunately, only about one of them was actually a proper foul, but it wasn't a nasty foul, it was just a foul. They were forced to make 3 changes, which is a shame to see, it really is. One of them, the last lad, was stretchered off, who I believe is Kevin Long, or Keith Long. K Long is what I remember. So that was unfortunate, obviously all clapped, Anyways, ball ends up with Jan Matt. Jan Matt sees Callback, who sort of passes it in far back from the box, but right slap bang in the middle, just before the box. Colback takes it first time, left footed, hits in off the right post, just off the inside, and goes in. Fucking get in there. Colback, he just scored his first goal against Everton. Well, now he scored it against Burnley. Pretty much first half ends there. Going in at 2-1. Happy with that. I'm comfortable with that. We'll come back out, and we'll look at different sides. Some things went wrong. We weren't keeping possession. We were losing the ball. Tiote had a bit of a mare today. He had a bit of a dodgy one. But I still expect better than that. He kept losing the ball, and then eventually they all started to keep losing the ball. Burnley kept up the pressure. Eventually, they were going to get the goal. Ball in from the left-hand side, goes to Danny Ings. Danny Ings heads it. In fairness, a nice finish. Jack, I suspect Tim Krul would have saved it, but more because of height than actually quality. So Jack Anik fucks up. Well, he doesn't fuck up, sorry. He doesn't fuck up. It was a good finish. Went in. 2-2, we shouldn't be drawn against Burnley. No offence intended to Burnley fans. I do think at the very start of the season, I suspected you might actually do quite well. It hasn't happened that way, but it did. It just happened the way it happened. Then, against the run of play a bit, Perez ends up on the left side, puts in a ball to Armstrong. Armstrong, he flicks it on to Sissoko, but to be honest, I think Armstrong was actually going for goal. I think he just misplaced it, ended up falling right to Sissoko, and Sissoko put it in. Sorry about that, minor distraction. And Sissoko put it in. Brilliant. 3-2, that was about right. It was the same as the Everton result. It was against the run of play, but we do deserve it in general. Then, Stephen Taylor gets injured. That does fuck things up a bit. Mike Williamson ended up coming on. Defensively, actually, we had a good day. I mean, don't get me wrong. Burnley hit the post a fair few fucking times. Seriously, once, it was twice in a row, and we actually laughed. We laughed because of how it happened. We got rid of it, and we're safe, we're fine. Then what happens is, I think it's George Boyd who they'd got from Hull City, who's a player actually I do quite like. He's a player that deserves to be on the bench of some good teams. Not actually starting, but he deserves to be on the bench, although, in fairness, at Burnley he's been proven that might not be the case. On the left side, he takes a bit of a haphazard shot. I think it was a shot, but it goes underneath Jack Anik. It bounces funny. He should have saved it. It's because nearly every other Premier League keeper would save it. That's the thing. And it cost, 2 points? I don't want to absolutely lay into the lad, but it has to be said, he is to blame. As soon as it went 3-2, John Carver sort of shut up shop, like Pardew probably would have done. He ended up bringing Haidara on for Gouffran, which I saw the sense in, but it seemed unnecessary. Same with taking Riviere off for Adam Armstrong. To have two little guys up front and then still play the long balls up the top. Armstrong and Perez are not going to win long balls. That's the fucking end of it. They're not going to be able to do it. So play fucking low balls. Pass it for fuck's sake. It was working well. We were playing the long balls a bit when we had Riviere, because Riviere wins headers a bit. We could have done with Cisse really, because Cisse for Riviere would have been a perfect swap, but he got banned, unfortunately. Deservedly, but unfortunately. And then there was no sign of Cabela. 70th minute, Cabela should have been on. Probably for Tiote, just to give her more of an attacking option. But the match ended there, 3-3. You heard boos ringing out, There's not much really to say apart from that. It's fucked New Year's Day a bit. I mean, I've never been one to get pissed on New Year's Day or Eve, but because I don't drink. But fuck's sake. Anyways, now just one point. I'm hoping other teams perhaps watch this who are playing us in the future. on the 17th minute, we always applaud for a minute because of John Adler and Liam Sweeney. You know, we'll clap for a minute to show respect. And it's happening quite a couple of times that fans are booing, were thinking, boo, oh, they're clapping. And then they look up and they go, oh, damn, it's because of, oh, right, we'll clap along now, we'll clap along now. Just to say, you know, we're not clapping because we're doing well. We're clapping because we're being respectful. We're just to hopefully avoid use the thing, because I don't blame you. I'm not angry because he's a booing, because I genuinely don't think you knew why we were clapping at the time. But, you know. Anyways, I'll finish up there. It's been the GeordieJedi. Leave a like if you can, it really helps. Subscribe for more videos. Me subscribers have risen thanks to giveaways.com. It'd be nice if we could reach 100 relatively soon. May the force be with you.